First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rokah Kodash. Dub honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim, and you, Aquat, that believe in all sincerity. So if the Lord allows, I would like to speak on being of no reputation. Let's look this word up.
Strong's G 2758. Kanao. Kanao.
To empty, make empty. It says here to make void, deprive of force, render vain, useless, of no effect, to make void. Cause a thing to be seen to be empty, hollow, false. You know? What does it say down here? Figuratively, to abase, neutralize, falsify, make of none effect, of no reputation, void, be in vain. Okay? And so basically, Yahweh Shai, he wasn't him, so to speak, in society, all right, among his people. He wasn't trying to be that guy, all right? And, often, man wants to be that guy, You see that a lot in this generation where, people do anything, to be over the next person, to prove that they're better, to prove they're more qualified or valuable, okay, than the next individual. But our Savior, Yahweh Shai, he made it to where, he looked empty. He was like of no effect. Okay? We'll start here. Philippians 2:5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Mashiach Yahweh Shai, who, being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High. So when he came on the earth, he was a little lower than the angels, because remember, he went on the cross. He died. Okay, he bled. But he had spiritual power. He had the ability to do miracles. Okay? But remember, he didn't fight against Pontius Pilate. He told Pontius Pilate, that he could have a legion of angels come down. But see, that wasn't the plan of the Most High. Now imagine someone like the power that Yahweh Shai had, not, exacting vengeance, not being seen as that guy. Okay, in another place, they tried to, pick him up, all right, and raise him up above their shoulders, and he ducked off and ran away. You see? But we're living in a society where too many individuals want to be seen. Too many individuals, don't got it. Okay, they think they got it, but they don't, because it's in you, not on you. And a lot of individuals, it's just on them. It's not in them. There's a lot of individuals that are really gold-plated, but they're not solid gold. All right, and they want to be so bad. And this is just an exhortation, to not have that mind. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Mashiach Yahweh Shai, who being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High. He didn't think he was being robbed when he came on the earth, that he was not, as the Most High. Scriptures say, I will not meet thee as a man. The next time he comes, he's coming as an angelic force. Okay? but he was the son of a man. It says, but made himself of no reputation and took upon him the form of a servant and was made in the likeness of men. You see? Yeah, he was made in the likeness of a man. All right? He was a carpenter. He was lowly, riding on the ass. But he made himself of no reputation, man. And he took upon him the form of a servant. So he was actually serving. Okay? Let's read this in the NLT. Instead, he gave up his divine privileges. He took the humble position of a slave and was born as a human being when he appeared in human form, you see? Yeah, he was of no reputation, you know. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross, you see? So that's how obedient he was. You know, he was down to the death for Yahweh. You know, the mission, okay, which was to, you know, bring Israel, starting with the elect, back to the Most High. That was the mission, to die, okay, for the sins of Israel, starting with the elect. He did not come to do his own will. He came to do the will of the Father. And he always gave glory to his Father, man. A lot of individuals, they can't give glory to another. They can't even big up another person. You know, the scriptures say to esteem the next person greater than yourself. Now, you got to imagine, if you're esteeming the next person greater than yourself, then everyone's esteeming each other. Everyone's thinking the next person got it. All right? The scriptures say, you know, let another man praise you and not yourself. Let's see if I can find this one. Wait. Proverbs. Wow. Just start my video, my allergies come. Excuse me, this is Proverbs 25 and 27. It is not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory, you see? And too many people, you know, keep a record of themselves. I did this, I do that, I make this, I've been here, I've been there, I've been, you know, that boasting, you know, individuals that, you know, they're full of themselves. All they do is talk, or all they want to do is be seen, or they don't want to be seen doing something. They don't want to be seen, all right, being the low man. And the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, to take it cheerfully when you are changed to a low estate. So when you read the scriptures, all right, you come to find out that being humble, being of no reputation, having humility, that's the position that a man wants to take, not pride. The scriptures speak about foolish pride. Let's get another one. This is 2 Ezra 7 and 42. He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. This present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. You're not going to find glory in this life. This is not, you know, even having your hands raised in a title fight, you know, the champion of the world, okay, you know, accolades, you know, money, fame, cars, clothes, whatever you want. It's not even glory. It's not. because this life is perishable. You know, the scriptures say that the incorruptible must Salakia, the corruptible must put on incorruption, which is this body. This body decays and dies. In the kingdom to come, we're not going to decay. We're going to live forever. The scriptures say, store up for yourself treasures in heaven where moth and rust doth not corrupt. You could buy something. You could have something in this life and it'll corrupt. It'll decay. It'll get old. Possessions, worldly, material things, it gets old. Even having them gets old. I was just watching a video, you know, Mike Tyson and other athletes have sold their trophies. They've sold their championship belts because they said it don't mean nothing, and it doesn't. You know, but there you go, people wanting to get glory in this life, wanting to be the man in this life. When truth be told, even Solomon said, all is vanity. Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and 2. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Everything is vain. You know, when you're not with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, it's like, what are we living here? What are we doing here? This is vanity. This ain't the kingdom. Okay, if that makes sense. Ecclesiastes 1 and 14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Right. We are vexed in spirit. Okay, living in this life, knowing how it's supposed to be and seeing how it transpires, seeing how life is. It's like, wow, this is vanity. And it's a vexation of spirit. Being slaves in this place, getting sick, getting old. Yeah, it's a vexation. Okay, and so, you know, we're to be of no reputation, man. You know, and see, you know, to be honest with you, you know, people are to look at you and you know, they're supposed to sleep on you. Like Jake says in the world, I'm slept on. That's the way it's supposed to be, like that. You're supposed to see minuscule and small, and you know what I mean? Because you're taking on the role of a servant. You're here to serve. You're not here to be that guy. Yahweh Shai was a servant. Let's see. Wow. Over here doing a video and this dude's cursing me out. Anyways. You see? You got people out here talking out of their ass, don't know what's going on and acting, you know. But it's okay. You know, we're built for it, man. We truly are. That stuff rolls off our back. That ain't nothing. Let's get this account. Any race. Let's see. Salakia. 22 and 27. You see, when individuals come at you, okay, you let them. You let people think what they want to think. We're not here to prove anything to anyone. This is Luke 22 and 27. Oh, we'll start at 25. 24, Salakia. Oh, it says here, who is greatest? And there was also a strife among them, which of them should be accounted the greatest. And he said unto them, the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. So let's read this in the NLT. Yahushua told them, in this world the kings and great men lord it over their people. Right, heathens. Esau, the president, the mayor, okay? And they exercise their power. It's all about titles in this world. It's all about degrees and what you can prove on paper. People look nice on paper. Oh, on paper, he has this bank account, your 401k, he has this going on for him, but all of that, none of that matters, man, when it's in you, if that makes any sense. When the Spirit of the Lord is dealing with you, none of the, truly you shine as lights in the world. None of these accolades, none of this, it doesn't mean anything. These people think they can, that they're lording over you, all right? They have some type of rank in this world over you. And truly, they don't. It says the kings of the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and they that exercise authority upon them are called benefactors. Let's read the NLT. In this world, the kings and great men lord it over their people, yet they are called friends of the people. Yeah. The president of the United States, we the people, Democrats, but really, you're a slave to the system. And that's how these people act. Just because they got a degree or they got a position, they're supervisor, superintendent, whatever the case may be. Doctor this, Dr. Jekyll, right? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And the people be bugged out, demons. But ye shall not be so. But he that is greatest among you, let him be as the younger, and he that is chief as he that doth serve. You see? So, it's better to be a servant, than a self-proclaimed leader. That's the position you want to put yourself in. For whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat or he that serveth? Is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serveth. Okay? So, yeah, it's like you sit down to eat a meal. Who's greater, you or the person that serves you? Well, the person that is sitting down getting served, right? In the eyes of people, that he seems to be greatest, but Yahushua was greater than the disciples. He was truly the Son of the Most High, but yet he came as one to serve it. He was of no reputation. Okay, he seemed insignificant, small. In the book of Isaiah 53, it says that people hid their faces from him. When he came around, people looked away, and people do that too when they don't want to talk to you. And you pass by, what do? They pull out their phone. They start scrolling on their phone like they don't see you. That's how they did with Yahushua. Okay, the Son of the Most High. Right? Some people called him Beelzebub. That he casted out demons, by demons. And see, you can't cast out demons with other demons, man, because then that kingdom would be divided. Satan would be divided, right? But how would that work? How would that be powerful? You see? For whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat or he that serveth? Is not he that sitteth at meat, but I am among you as he that serveth. Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations. Okay? So, who is greatest, man? In another place, let's read this. This is Matthew 18:4. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. You see? Little children, they think of others. Little children, they don't have malice. you know. But people, oh, they're full of malice and wickedness. They know how to do others wrong. They know how to lie. They know how to manipulate and how to connive. And yet they call themselves good. And they think they can hide and that people don't see. That's the type of world that we live in, and that's what you know. And these be the people that have titles, and these be the people that, you know, there's supposedly somebody in this world. This is Job chapter 32 and 21. Let me not, I pray you, accept any man's person, neither let me give flattering titles unto man. Yeah, you know, there's no respect of persons, man. Okay? Neither let me give flattering titles to men, right? Yeah, you can't accept any man's person, man. You can't be a respecter of persons. Oh, because this dude's my brother. Oh, because this dude, he has a degree, he has a title. Oh, nah. Because then, you know, that perverts a judgment. When you got to say something, when you got to bring something out on somebody, but yet you see them as this, you know, grand almighty individual, you know, your judgment's distorted. You know, you can't truly reprove an individual when you think so highly of them. You know, that's why the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love. Okay, it's betterly to open rebuke somebody than to just be there in the cut admiring them and not calling them out when they're you know, full of shit. Okay, yeah, I pray you accept any, let me not, I pray you accept any man's person, neither let me give flattering titles unto men. Let's get this flattering titles.
Strong's H 3655. Kana. Kana.
Right. To title, surname, be surnamed, give an epithet or cognomen, give a flattering title. To call by name, give a title, be title. Flattering titles. Right, and I'll tell you, I won't play favorites or try to flatter anyone. Yeah. For I know not to give flattering titles, in doing so, my maker would soon take me away. Right. Yeah, the Lord will destroy you for being an acceptor of persons, man. You cannot pervert justice and judgment, man. You know, that's not how you operate. And you know, we live in a society where people with titles can do nothing wrong. All right, or people who are trying to have a title, they're trying to be somebody, they're trying to be great, don't want nobody to call them out. You can do no wrong. You know, it's a very ignorant way of being, trying to be that guy, trying to have a title, trying to exercise lordship over people, you know, not calling people out, accepting people. You know, this, you see this in the world, you see this in the workplace, you see this everywhere. Celebrities. Esau, you know, Esau, he's, you know, he's a thief and a vagabond in the earth. You know, he's a fugitive at large. He's a criminal, and he hasn't been brought to justice, and he doesn't want no one to call him out. You know, he is literally a coward, running in the, you know, from judgment, man. You know, but people want to have that reputation, though. They want to be known as this. They want to be known as that. So, I just wanted to bring that out, okay? You know, Lord willing, you were edified. You know, it's you know, something to put into you know, our character development. I think about this often. I really do. I really think about you know, being of no reputation. You know, letting yourself be slept on, letting yourself be missed. Okay. Because, you know, really, you know, you only matter to brothers. You only matter to those that are in the truth. You know, it does. Let's get this. and we'll end it out. Second Letters 8 and 51. But understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. You see? That's what you got to understand for yourself. Seek out the glory for such as be like thee. The hopeful elect. What's the glory of them? To inherit eternal life. To be reunited with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. To be vindicated. Okay? Let their sins be forgiven. That's the glory that we're seeking for. The glory of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai first, not our own. That's what such as they be like us are going to be looking to. Okay, if that makes sense. So, again, Lord willing, you were edified. It's just a little admonition. Okay, we'll be of no reputation. You ain't known for anything. Just let you be known for being upright to the best of your ability. Okay, so Lord willing, the wisdom was noted, and you learned something from this. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bashem Rokakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim, and you Aqua, to believe in all sincerity. Shalom.